We're now going to graph from general form to transformational form so that we can graph using the rules that we've already learned. So we're graphing quadratics again. And this time we're going to start with the general form, ax squared plus bx plus c. And we're going to convert to f of x equals a times x minus a squared plus k. And we're going to do this using completing the square that we learned earlier. And so we're going to start with the simple example. F of x equals x squared plus 4x plus 3. And our goal here, again, is to make it look like something like this. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to rewrite the f of x, and we're going to add a blank right here. And then we keep our 3, and we're going to then subtract that same value. So these are tied together. So whatever we add and whatever we subtract, we get back to our original. So now we do our completing the square step, where we take our middle number, and we say little b is 4, so big B is little b over 2, which is 4 over 2, which is 2. Big B squared then is 4. So we're going to add 4 here and add 4 here. And when we do that, these three right here, factoring by grouping, we're just going to group these together. This factors as a perfect square. X plus 2 squared. Whoops. Combine like terms. So we factored this one, we combine this last two, minus 1, and now we know that our reference point is at minus 2, minus 1, and our leading 1 here says that we follow our normal pattern, so let's give ourselves some room. So we can graph as, go to our reference point, minus 2, minus 1, and then it's over 1, up 1, over 1, up 3. And there is our graph. And so by completing the square, we can go from general form to transformational form. I want to show one more, little more complicated example. Suppose f of x is minus 3x squared minus 6x minus 1. Remember, when we did this, when we complete the square, we need this value right here to be a 1. And the only way we can do that is if we break these two apart and factor out the minus 3. So that f of x equals minus 3 times x squared plus 2x. And we're going to add a blank. And then we're going to take our minus 1 here, and we're going to subtract. But this is where it gets tricky, because remember this piece right here? It's being distributed to that piece. So whatever this is, this one needs to be minus 3 times bigger. So whatever this value is has to be copied after the minus sign, and then we can throw our blank in. So now we grab this value, little b is 2, that means big B is little b over 2, which is 2 over 2, which is 1, and keep in mind this is the inside little b. So we take the 1 and we square it, so b squared, big B squared is 1, so we're going to put a 1 there, and since we're putting a 1 there, we're also going to put a 1 here. So now this factors as minus 3 times x plus 1 quantity squared. Minus 1 minus minus 3 is plus 3, so this becomes a plus 2. It means our reference point is at minus 1, positive 2. We're going down, and we're going to step in 3s. So when we come down to draw our graph, I'm going to draw it a little bit high. We're going to come back 1 and up 2. We're then going to go over 1 and down 3 in both directions. Over 1 more and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 3 times minus 3. And there's our graph after we have completed the square.